Right, we're down here in the pits with Reyne Leeson. Reyne, you survived your first heat race, mate. What's it like out there running the outlaw kart here at Pinjar?
Yeah, survived is probably the right word for it. Actually, I made a bit of a goof up in 3 and 4 there. It was just dumb. I got too greedy and like competitive side kicks in, and I was like, oh, the top's open, and I forgot that there's no grip on the top. So that was a bit silly. But what happened is I ended up avoiding like a big bingle in the other corner, so I might have dodged a bullet there. So, but yeah, look, the outlaw karts are a blast. Like they're a freaking handful though. Like, I mean, anyone who watches this and thinks, oh, that'll be like easy, simple, whatever, like it's not. Like it's really not. It's they're a handful on the wheel. You've got to be like in and out of the throttle constantly. And actually, here's something that surprised me. So I did get a drive in this last week, and like there was a big track, so with a lot of grip, so you could pretty much flat foot it the whole way. But here, the car doesn't rotate unless you're in on the gas, which is kind of crazy. I thought because I listened to when these cars goes around, I thought, okay, they're off the gas, they start to rotate. But no, like just like a sprint car, the RCM won't come around unless you're in on the gas. So you got to keep the tires spun up, otherwise you just get tight and drift up towards the wall. So there's yeah, I was just saying to the guys, like, they asked me if I was having fun, and yes, I'm having fun, but it's kind of hard to actively, consciously have fun when you're in figure out process. When every second there is spent like trying to figure out how to do it better than you did the last time, or that I did the last time. I'm not saying I'm not having fun, it's just the brain's in kind of overdrive, and that's just like, I mean, I'll call that fun too. So blanket statement to answer your original question is yes, having blast, and yeah, just super stoked to be here.
All right, man, how are you finding the track so far? Of course, as you said, it's a little bit different to the track you practiced on last week, a little bit less grip, especially on turn-in. But how are you just finding it overall as a track surface?
You know, I'm not dodging the question. It's really hard for me to answer because I have no point of reference. Aside from the track that I drove on last week, it's there's like, it feels like you're on skates a lot of the time. Like there's a couple of times you might have heard it that I kind of stepped on it a little bit too hard coming out of entry. It just lights up the tires, and you're just going absolutely nowhere. So it's actually really good in that sense, is that I feel like it actually could teach someone, you know, throttle control and the point of it. And so yeah, you definitely can't flat foot around this place, because you'll end up either washing up at the wall or just, you know, you'll be in the fence somewhere. So the track is yeah, not a lot of grip in it. The sand, like it's very sandy, this dirt, and for reasons, I mean, it is a bike track. Like this is a bike surface, so naturally, you know, these kind of tires probably aren't, like, you know, optimal for this kind of dirt. But I mean, it's grippy enough to kind of keep your, like, you get a good amount of drive off the corners if you make a good corner. If you make a bad corner, then you're in a bit of strife. But like I won't critique the surface too much, because I mean, I'm here for my first time. But it's I had some people in my ear like before tonight saying, oh, like, it's really slippery, it's like, even when it looks grippy, it's not. Then I went, oh man, like, this is gonna rock my world, you know. It's gonna be a bit of a I'm gonna loop in my first lap, I'm gonna look like a goose, whatever. But yeah, it's I find it really fascinating how quickly, like, we as, like, you know, a species adapt to what we're doing at any given time, because there's so much. This is such a multifaceted thing. You got, especially compared to the sprint car, there's gears in here, there's a clutch, and there's the track smaller. But I spent days before this nervous as hell, because I thought I was gonna, you know, stall in front of everybody or loop it on my first lap or whatever. But you know, just like the track surface and just like gears, like, for some reason we just adapt, and yeah, it's the surface, just to answer the original question, is not as sort of slippery as what I thought it was going to be. Definitely not much grip in there, but I tell you, the exit out of 4 is a bit friggin' cowboy up, and that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. But it's fun too, because, like, you know, you don't really feel that in a sprint car too much, because the shocks absorb so much of it. But yeah, it was kind of like interesting to be on exit thinking, yeah, this is going to be good, and then bruh. So it's yeah, I'm curious as to what's going to happen as the night continues, because the sun's still up, the wind's still coming in. You know, if it's going to change the same way as what, like, a big sort of like a speedway dirt track does, I'm not entirely sure. I'm used to seeing this place get very slick down the bottom, but it very quickly takes rubber. So I don't know if I'll pay too much attention to that. I think I'll just kind of run my own race and stay out of the way. Like even just now, AJ kind of looped it a little bit, but yeah, I let him through. So I'll keep adapting when I can.
All right, man. Thank you for your time. Good luck in your next race.
Thanks, boss. Appreciate that.